Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy. My co-pilot over there is Piper. She is about to take a nap on the bed. I want to apologize for the last video. I had my phone on the gimbal and it dropped my phone. So I have had enough of that thing. It is going bye-bye. It is going up for sale today on Marketplace, and I am done with it. It's dropped my phone more times than it's probably not dropped my phone, and it just... videos and everything said that if you put your phone in the middle, it will steady it and keep it there, but it doesn't keep it there, so I don't know. Like I said in the last video, I am not tech savvy, so I'm sure it's probably something I'm doing, which I'm okay with. I will just look for a little tripod that holds my phone and doesn't move. Right now, I'm cooking up some elk burger, as I talked about in the last video. I'm getting ready to make some spaghetti. This is the only spaghetti sauce I found that I can find. I found that I can eat so far. So I am I'm gonna use that one, and then I'm gonna keep some of this out for Piper so I can put in her food, and then use the rest for my spaghetti. Break this up with my little handy dandy, I don't even know what this thing's called, but it breaks up the meat. And yeah, and then I'll have a bunch of food for the week, so I don't have to worry about cooking anything when I get home, because my new hours at the new job I start tomorrow is from 1 to 10. So usually when I get home, I just like something super quick. I eat before I go, and then when I get home, I have a quick snack of something. So all the food that I've cooked up today will make it easy for meals when I get home, to just reheat something. I'm gonna use my little handy dandy faucet over here and put some water in here so I can cook up some noodles for my sketty. I love days like this, just staying home and meal prepping and making your life easier for the next week. It's so nice. I also love that extra table I put over there, because it comes in handy so much. Alright, I think this elk burger is done. I discovered today that I have French fries in the freezer, so I'm pretty excited about those. Not cooking them today, but now, where do I put this? This can go in the sink for a minute. Actually fits quite well in there. All right. I like that being a little extension of my kitchen over there is nice. Finishing the last of my eggnog. Yum. Alright, get some noodles cooking. Spaghetti going. I'm going to set some of this out for Piper so it can cool off and she can have that. She loves this stuff. I think I actually overcooked it. She loves this stuff in her food. I cooked this from frozen, and I never do that, so that's why it turned out like it did. I'll give her enough for 2 nights of stuff in her. I mix it in her regular dog food. So that'll be enough for 2 nights for her. And then I need to, oh boy, let go, get this out so I can mix up my scatty. You go right there. I don't really want to post the last video because when my phone fell off the gimbal, it cut off, but I'm just going to post it anyway because I think it's a good money-saving tip, and unless I get the marshmallows out of the garbage and reenact the whole thing, then I can't do it, and I want to show you, so I'm just going to post it anyway. And, yeah. Any of you that have been watching my videos since I've started know that I am not tech savvy, and I think this is like the 3rd or 4th video that has just dropped off and there was no end to it. So, yeah. Bloopers. There's always going to be bloopers in my videos because, well, it's just life. I wish we'd see some animals out there. Something. I'm going to open the door and get a little more airflow in here, I think. Just so there's not a bunch of condensation or anything starting up anywhere. I do wish my fridge and freezer was a little bit bigger. I mean, that's a good size for in here. I don't know if there's a size. I went with one that I knew didn't have too much wattage, you know, because I didn't want it to pull a ton of electricity. But I do wish I had a little more space, especially in the freezer, because I like to stock up on freezer stuff. Right now it's pretty full, and I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty full over there. I'm to the point where I need to eat what's in there before I can add more. I might be able to add one more thing in there, which will probably be some of this spaghetti. Because I have a pretty good variety in the fridge right now for this week. So I don't want to put too much of the spaghetti in the fridge and then get tired of it and not want to eat it. I'm just going to wipe this off with a wet one. I actually thought about moving my kitchen over there and just using that white table as my kitchen, but then with the fridge and the oven and stuff right here, might as well just keep this kitchen. I know I go back and forth way too many times, but that's what's fun, right? You move things around, figure out what's going to work and not work. Check on my chicken over there. It's looking good. I think probably with that, I'm going to put this on there. Japanese barbecue sauce. This stuff is like $8 a bottle, but oh my gosh, it's so worth it. That is going to go on my chicken, I think. So that can go there because that's gonna be used soon. So I put shelves in here. I got free wood from Home Depot last time I was up there. And I went back to their free pile and I just paid like, I think $2.75 for them to cut a few pieces. So I got shelving in here, but the way it is, it's the brackets on the side here are too thick. I don't like it. It looks terrible. Some of the nails are sticking out because there's knots in the wood, and yeah, it was. But anyway, they're up and it's working. But I do want to redo it, and I can add another shelf in there too. So when I get better wood and redo it, I can make another shelf so I have more room in there. Huh, Pipesies? Our bed's pretty comfy, huh? Boy, I changed the sheet on that thing the other day. It is a pain in the butt. Because the mattress fits so tight in there. It's, yeah. But we got it done. I also checked, I moved the mattress and also checked for any condensation or wetness or anything along the wall back there. And we're all good. We're all good. We had a little draft along this counter with the pillows lean up against. I put some Reflectix back there and also checked that. Made sure nothing was going on. There's a cutout under, or on, I guess on the side, what my pillows lean up against. There's a cutout in the wood, and there's storage back there, which I don't use, but so it's kind of cold. But I put the Reflectix up against there, and then my pillows stay up against there, so it's not too bad, but I do want to fix it a little more. Projects, you know, there's always projects. You know, I showed him. Huh. Yes, you're so cute in your new coat. You're so cute in your new coat, huh? You're so pretty. Usually I take that coat off when we're in the house, but she got up there and laid down and looked pretty comfy, so I just kind of left her alone. Here's my going on in the crock pot over here. See, it works out good for a little extension to the kitchen, because the cord is ran behind the fridge, and then it's in that little extension thing there, power strip, which I don't like using, but I needed to use it. My little corner. I'm still working on how that's all gonna go about, but it's kind of cluttered in the corner there now. I need to move some stuff. Alright, let's check on our noodles. Not done yet. I didn't use regular spaghetti noodles. I don't think I have any, actually. So these are just like the little tiny, I don't even know what they're called. What are these called? Small shells. Hopefully I put enough noodles in there. And then my way of closing things, I use binder clips because they're cheap. And they work. I actually keep a couple over there by the bed for Apparently it's windy. The door came all the way open. Keep a couple over there by the bed for my late night snacks that I like to have. Oh, not much going on outside, which is the way we like it. I was so nervous driving home last night. It was snowing, and the closer I got to home, the harder it was snowing, and the roads were terrible, and yeah, I'm glad I only have 2 more days of driving out that way, because it is not for me. So hopefully next weekend it is not icy and snowing and any of the above. I look at this little trailer and I'm like, you know, I wish I had more space, but then I sit on the bed and look around and I love my little house. I love where it's parked right now. I love that I got another job and everything's going to be okay from December 6th on. That's when I get my first check at the other job. And, yeah. I'm pretty at peace right now with things. Very much more comforting knowing that there's more money coming in and I won't be struggling anymore. It's so different, you know, living in the van and you don't have rent or anything, and then all of a sudden, like, your world turns upside down and now you have $500 in rent and plus electricity, and I'm just like, bam. But we survived. We survived. I'm excited for the electricity bill, because if it's pretty decently low, then I don't have to cut back on as much electricity as I use. So I can't imagine it would be that much anyway, and plus the neighbor and I are splitting the bill, so it should be fine. We love eggnog. We get a free turkey next week at work, and yeah, not sure what I'm doing with it because I don't have any way to cook it, and probably actually just give it to my sister, because she's got my sister, my niece, my great niece, and my dad living with her, so I'll just give it to her so they can cook it whenever they want to, and have a bunch of extra meat in the house. Not sure I put enough water in these noodles, you guys. They're getting there, but not quite. Not quite done. I put a towel up over the front door just to help with any. I don't really feel any drafts coming in through that door, so that's good, but there is a little bit of draft coming in this window right here, which I have the foam board up against. But my sketty's about done. But I do want to get something to, actually I'll probably put Reflectix back there. Yep. Noodles are done. I'm gonna put it in here. Let me get it out of your face. There's a puppy dog hair in my bowl. Wonder whose that could belong to. I'm sure I've eaten plenty of them. All right, noodles. All right, get this mixed up. Put some sauce in it if I can open it. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, this is going to be a lot to get some in the fridge and some in the freezer. Nice. I don't have freezer bags, but this is going to work. So I'm going to turn you around this way. Get that out of the way. It's getting cold in here now because I got the door open. I got the vent open. And I'm going to have to get... Uh-oh. Noodle on the floor. A better spoon to get this scooped up. When I put things in the freezer, I like to put them in like portion sizes, and I don't eat a whole bunch at once, so these are probably going to be pretty small little bags. And then get one of these, put it in the fridge. And I think our meal prepping is about done for the day. Just because I don't want to put too much in there and in the fridge and have it go bad before I eat it. I have some Hawaiian rolls, and dipping the Hawaiian rolls with a little butter on it in the spaghetti sauce. It's gonna be some good stuff. All right, let that air out. Let those air out a little bit. We got Piper's food that's cooled off for her. Got that going. I'm going to leave this sauce in the fridge just in case when I heat up some of the extra spaghetti, if it needs more sauce, I'll have a little bit left in there. All right. I got a lot done today. I don't know how you guys do it, but I always like to take my fuel out of the cook stove when I'm not using it. I'm sure it's probably safe to leave in there, but I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I worry about that being in there and I don't even know why, really. I just like to take it out. Just like I triple check things are unplugged and turned off and everything is safe before I leave the house. I always like to, I've always been that way though, like I just like to double check everything, the windows and doors are locked and everything's okay. Oh, pipes. Especially when I'm leaving you here and going to work. Gotta make sure you're safe. I go through a lot of wet ones because I wipe the dishes off and everything with them just so nothing sticks, and sometimes I'll even wash my dishes with the wet ones. Nothing even really gets that dirty, but I do have a dish soap and not too worried about going through the 5-gallon things of water. I mean, they're $6.99 to fill back up, so I'm not too worried about going through it. I mean, I don't really use a ton of water, so not that worried about going through it. I do want to get like 3 more of those 5-gallon things, just so I have a ton of them here. Because last winter things got down to like -33, and we go through that crap again, I won't be going much of anywhere, because it was like there was warnings to stay home and don't go outside, and yeah, it was pretty rough. It was way too cold. That is for sure. Alright. That going. I don't like the cords hanging down right here. I'll show you guys what I'm. So that's one of my plugins, and then I have another one in my closet over here. It's right like on this side right here. Sorry for the view of the spaghetti wet ones in the garbage. So yeah, that's my second plug-in. That's the only 2 I have. So usually the cord like just hangs down, and so I actually put a thumbtack over here to like make the cord stay. I think that one goes to my radio, which is right there. And yeah, so that kind of keeps them out of the way. What a stupid spot for a plug-in, though. That always, like, drove me crazy since I've been in this camper. Like, why would you do that? I keep looking for another one. In fact, when I put that whiteboard over there, I searched over there for another one, too, but there isn't one. That's the only one in the house. I even looked over there when I changed the sheets on the bed the other day. I'm like, there has to be one more plug-in somewhere, but unless it's really hiding, it's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found. So I don't know where it would be. All right. My little fridge I use for storage. I love it. Love it. Love the storage in that fridge. Anyway, guys, I am going to let this spaghetti air out a little bit. I'm going to take Piper for another quick walk. Because it's definitely cooling off outside quick. So, I'm going to end this one here. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with us.